Welcome to Glowing Success. My name is Heidi and I am your host. This podcast is for beauty entrepreneurs. Join me weekly as we dive into the beauty industry's ins and outs, from business strategies, top-selling services, and taboo topics. I will be interviewing industry leaders with empowering stories and game-changing insights. Let's illuminate your path to success together. Let's jump into this next episode. Welcome back to Glowing Success. September is here, and I really believe this month is one of the biggest opportunities for change. The year isn't over yet, but we're heading into the holidays and, of course, family season, a time when life gets busy and it's easy to put our goals on the back burner. But in today's episode, I'm sharing how to finish the year strong and about tackling your inner blocks, okay? September has always been like a natural reset. I don't know if you guys feel the same way, but I do. You know, kids go back to school, routines fall back into place, and we start to think about the goals we set back in January, if you do set goals. But if you're still not where you want to be, it's worth asking, what belief am I holding on to that's keeping me stuck? And I have to do this myself, okay? But honestly, the biggest block is our own limiting beliefs. And I know this because we all have them, right? We all have them. And it's good to admit that out loud. Maybe your limiting beliefs sound like, I don't have enough experience. Maybe they are, no one will pay my prices. I'll never be as good as like somebody else in your area, or even I'm just not ready yet. And I hear that one a lot. First of all, let's start off with, those are not truths. They're stories. Stories you've repeated so often that they feel real. Okay, let's repeat that again. Stories you've repeated so often that they feel real, because our subconscious will believe it. And those stories become invisible walls between you and like the success you're working so hard for, okay? I know this is crazy sounding, but trust me, it really is. So a good way to think about this is like watching a scary movie. And I heard this earlier today and I was like, this resonated so much with me. You know it's not real, but you still get scared, right? That's because your subconscious doesn't know the difference. And the same thing happens when the stories you tell yourself about what can or you can't do, okay? The good news is you don't have to face these fears alone, okay? In my Confident Client Magnet program, we work together every week on mindset, marketing, and client attraction. So those invisible walls, they can start to come down and you can start to see results. So there is light at the end of the tunnel. So one of the dangers of holding on to those thoughts right now is that you'll follow into the busiest season of the year with that mindset, okay? So you really want to end the year strong. You really want to tackle those goals, right? And if you don't tackle them in September, they'll show up during the holiday rush. So like, let's say these limiting beliefs follow you around. They're going to follow you around during the holidays. They're going to follow you around even into January. So, you're going to create another year of these cycles, right? So we need to break these things down. So here is a challenge for you. So here's a way for you to kind of break these cycles. So take a moment this week or even today and write down one belief you've been holding on to that doesn't serve you anymore. So, give an example of earlier, like, I don't have enough experience. No one will pay my prices. I'll never be as good as that next door neighbor, or even I'm just not ready yet, right? Those are examples. So, and I want you to write it down, okay? Because I feel like when you write things down like this, you're able to like get it out of your brain, get it out of those things. So ask yourself, where did this come from? Is it even true? And then decide on one small action that proves it wrong. Right? Okay, so let's say you're saying, I'm just not ready yet. This is a common one for a lot of people when they're starting their businesses or rolling out new services or products or something like that. Why is that true? Where did that come from? Like, did you have something in your past that you truly didn't feel ready for and, you did it and it felt horrible and it went horrible? Or, where is this coming from? Is it true? Is it true that you aren't ready, or is it just those nerves, right? And we want to, prove that wrong with an action. So, yes, you're not ready, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to take that action. Okay, so let's give another example. If you believe no one will pay your prices, because I feel like that's another common thing, reach out to one person or share one post that boldly talks about the value you bring. So a lot of times when it comes to money, it's really about like the value you're bringing your client, right? We get wrapped up into, am I offering enough value? But your client has to decide that, right? So that is up to that client as what they value in that, right? Don't even worry about that. If you believe I'm not ready, ask yourself, what tiny step can I take today to prove that I actually am? And that's true for all of those examples, okay? So let's think of it this way. September can either be the month you repeat old patterns or the month you rewrite them, okay? So imagine ending the year with proof that you can show up, that you're worthy, and that your success isn't waiting until January. It starts now. It starts right today. I don't know if you've heard that, and that probably sounds funny too from other people, but it does start right now, and it starts right today. So let's make September like the month we stop believing the lies and start leaning into what's possible, because anything truly is possible. I am a prime example of that. I got kicked out of beauty school, and I went back to beauty school, and I started my spa while in beauty school, and I had so much success. And so today, I am a leading example, a leadership when it comes to business, and I'm showing others how to show up for themselves in their business and how to gain that success, okay? So thank you for listening, and I would love for you to share this episode with another beauty bestie. And of course, if you love this episode, tag me on Instagram if it's resonating with you. I love to see those tags. And if you don't already follow me on Instagram, I'll leave that link in the show notes. See you next week, and of course, take care of yourself. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you did, I'd love for you to leave a review. It really helps more people find the show. And if you know someone who'd also enjoy it, share it with them or tag me on Instagram so I can thank you. New episodes come out every week, so be sure to subscribe so you never miss one. See you next time.